PRISPEVEK Active, as is written on my t-shirt. This is a European project where there are 9 countries involved. Also Slovenia is one of our partners, and so we are working all together for improve the participation of people on art programming. We call active spectators, people that they don't think a theater like something that starts and finishes in the moment when they sit in a chairs. We try to explain to people that the creation of theater is a process, and audience can be part of this process. They can influence the way in which the artists are thinking their shows. They can express their point of view, they can meet artists, they can be also decision makers for choosing part of the programming, so they are part of the organization. So we give to them some power, and we have on the other side a sense of belonging.
Active spectator is someone who not only watches the shows, but who also thinks about them, tries to make sense of them, and tries to put his own viewpoints into them. What I'm trying to say is that active spectator doesn't just watch the show, he thinks about them. He sees what they're about, and he tries to, and he also discusses them with other people. So for him, watching the show is not the end, it's the start.
The main part is where we get to be involved in the creation of the festival, where we get several different plays from around the world. Or in Italy, for example, they have the Italian part, and different people from different backgrounds. It's also an open call for the artists and for the involved public, and they all get to participate, and they'll get to decide, they get to talk about the plays, and this is how they're active in creating the festival, and therefore they're also active in creating the whole vibe of the cultural activities in the city.
As a theatre, we've been working for a long time with our community in this way. So when Luca and Juliana, who are heading up the project, approached us and said, would you like to be part of this? They did that because we already had a reputation for working with young people, particularly running our theatre. So we've done that before, and we love doing it. It brings something new to our organisation. It means that I suppose the imagination and creativity of the people that live in our city is brought into our organisation, and it's for our benefit and for the benefit of everybody else in our city of Europe.
PRISPEVEK Active and this Kilowatt festival is something that had merely happened to me. Of all the hundreds of emails that we receive every day about theater productions, concerts, festivals, exhibitions, etc. I picked an email, I opened it, I even read it through and checked the schedule, and so I had time that evening. So okay, I'll go see a theater play that I would never see in my life otherwise. So this way I joined the group in Ljubljana, and this brought me also here to the Kilowatt Festival. So I just let things happen to me, and that's a beautiful thing.
There are many different ways how to understand active spectatorship, because you can bring people to the process of creation, which is quite interesting. You can send them, you can tell them how is the background, the backstage of the theater. You can involve them in all of processes of your venue, for example. This is, for some people, discovering totally new worlds. There are some great examples of young people who are responsible for running small events in the venue, and I feel this is something what I would love to try, because if you attract the young audience, you have the future for your theater.
Participation is decreasing overall in Europe, particularly in Southern and Eastern Europe. Of course, numbers are not everything, and especially young people have new forms of participating in the arts, like through digital means, or they are involved also in creating art themselves, and there is no more role of gatekeeping, if you want, for the traditional institutions like there used to be. So people, in a way, have changed their behaviors, and they also feel much freer than before in relationship to their own cultural consumption.
Active spectatorship is, you know, a way to be a citizen in this century. So this is our idea. So through the performing arts, or through the cultural device, you can ask people to be more open, and also as a way for the cultural managers and also for the programmer, the arts manager and the artistical director to open their places and open their ideas and exchange more experiences and explore more the role of culture in this specific historical moment that is very interesting in my opinion.
Aktivno občestvo razmišljam o tem, da sodeluje v oblikovanju današnjega časa kot duh, kot kulturo, in to se mi zdi zelo pomembno, ker se hitro izgublja.
What is your formula to bring theater to common people?
There is not a magic secret, you know. I think in general, what I say every time to our visionari is the name of this group of common people that are working with us, is you don't have to be an expert to appreciate art. You, as human being, you can put you in front of a performance and feel if there is something that happens into you, in your brain, in your heart, and I think this is the only secret I can tell you.